Welcome to another edition of Preps Plus Extra. We're on the road this week at Concordia University in Mequon. How you doing? I'm Mark Stewart, prep editor of the Journal Sentinel. My road trip buddy this week, J.R. Radcliffe, sports editor of Now Newspapers. Happy holidays to you.
Well, thank you to you as well. We'll be back here a little bit later this month for the Wisconsin Basketball Yearbook Shootout, one of the biggest events in boys basketball all year. You get teams from all over the state in, some great classic matchups. Some of the best teams in the state are going to be here, so I'm excited for that, and probably the highlight of the holiday season if you're a prep sports fan.
Right. And one of those teams that will be here on two nights is Germantown, which as we tape this episode, they've won 62 straight games heading into their game Tuesday night against Milwaukee Lutheran. That obviously ties the boys' state streak record, which was set by Whitefish Bay Dominican from 1977 to 1980. Obviously a phenomenal accomplishment.
Yeah, and we've been talking about this for a while now, especially after they won their second straight state championship. This was the next big thing on the docket, and credit to them. They've graduated back-to-back Division I college basketball players, two kids playing in the Big Ten in Zach Showalter and Luke Fisher, and they're still at this level. They've got a ton of kids who are going to be playing on the next level. Steve Showalter's done an amazing job of building an absolute dynasty over there. The 62 games, and we've talked about this a little bit too, that's considered the streak. The players on that Dominican team think of it as the streak, but that win, or I should say the loss against Thomas More, turned into a forfeit down the road. Thomas More was using an ineligible player, and so technically you could say the streak is as big as 71 games, and look at game number 71 on Germantown's schedule would be against Brookfield Central in the middle of January, and that has the potential to be a really big matchup, and the narrative could continue there with Brookfield Central probably being the second best team in the state right behind Germantown.
Yeah, and that leads to the obvious question of, I think a lot of people expect Germantown at the end of the year, with all due respect to all the great teams out there, to, they're obviously the favorite to win a state title, but going through a season undefeated is very difficult, especially at the Division I level. So, I guess the obvious question is, okay, one, can they go undefeated this year? And two, what do you think it's going to take to, what are the ingredients you think are necessary to give this Germantown team a run?
I would have said at the beginning of the season they can't do it a third year. And I look at just having those difference makers, those playmakers like a 7-footer in Luke Fisher, Zach Showalter the year before, who could jump out of the gym and was just a tremendous talent. I kind of thought, okay, they don't really have that this year. They'll probably find a night where they run into a team playing very well, they have an off night, and they just don't have that go-to presence that sort of gets them over the top. But then they dismantled Dominican like they did, a team that, maybe isn't as good as the powerhouse Dominican teams, but still very good team with a Division I player in the middle. They beat them 75-29. Now I don't know. Now I have to think that they're very capable of doing it. Brookfield Central, I think, is the only roadblock on their schedule that I would say probably is a toss-up. And if anybody has a roadmap for how to do it, it's got to be Brookfield Central and Coach Mark Adams, because that's the closest any team has come during these 62 games to beating them. Last year when Luke Fisher hit a game-winning shot pretty close to the buzzer to win it. So Brookfield Central knows how to get it done. All those guys are back.
Right. And I think, the thing you really need because I've seen Germantown twice this year already. I saw them scrimmage, and obviously we've seen them over the years, is you got to have people who can handle the ball. And I think Brookfield Central has a lot of seasoned veterans as far as guards, Riley LaChance, Brad Newman, guys who can handle the ball and maybe handle that pressure, because that's what throws teams off. Dominican's a great team. They have some great talent on their team, but right now I don't think their guards were ready for that kind of pressure. Wisconsin, they play Wisconsin Lutheran down the road. That's another
great
team.
Guard play.
That has some people who can handle the ball and maybe can handle that pressure. So I think that's the ingredient that you need. You look back a couple years ago, King in the state final, another team that they like to have. Got them. They almost got them. They had guards who can handle the ball and can deal with those pressure situations. So that's the ingredient. Easier said than done. So
definitely. One of the big matchups at the Basketball Yearbook Shootout is against Oshkosh North, a team from the Fox Valley that's considered one of the better in the area. They did just lose on Friday night to Neenah, so that maybe dampens the enthusiasm for it a little bit, but still that's going to be one of the marquee matchups on the docket when we come back here to the John Book Fieldhouse. Right.
And another one of the teams that is ahead on Germantown's schedule, Brookfield Central. Last week Brookfield Central had a big win over Hamilton, and here's what they had to say about the victory.
We have two great guys, okay? And I guess the biggest thing I've got to make sure I do is I'm coaching them is just realize that at certain points in the game, that on the court, they have to give us a little bit more direction. And, you know, tempo, score, time on the clock, all those things come into play. And then as you get into the fourth quarter, the game changes.
You know, it wasn't pretty, but a win's a win, especially against a team like that, with one of the best players in the state. A lot of good surrounding guys for them. It was great to start off the conference season on a positive note. That's what we're trying to do, and you know, a win's a win.
Just you know, we have like superstar with Valley, but we're more than that. We have a lot of great players in this team, and everyone makes plays. And we expect that from everyone. We hold up into a high standard, and we definitely delivered tonight.
And I guess it's only fitting that since we're standing here at Concordia University, the site of the basketball shootout this year, I mean, there are a lot of great events that, you know, as we touched on earlier, a lot of great events that happened as far as basketball goes this year. This winter season, what are some of the things you're going to be looking forward to seeing?
There's pretty much great tournaments all over the place. Luke Holman Invitational at Brookfield Central is going to feature that Central team that we were just talking about. They have a pretty big matchup with McGuanago, which got off to a little bit of a slow start to begin the year, but just defeated Arrowhead on a last-second buzzer beater by their talented point guard Aaron Nixon. So that's going to be a big-time matchup. On the girls' side, you have the Christine Rathke Memorial Tournament in Franklin, which is going to feature some pretty good teams. Germantown, which runs a Grinnell-style offense. If you never really get to see girls basketball, that's probably a team you want to go see. They run line changes in and out. It's very much a distribution of the talent in terms of offense and defense. They just run you off the floor. They're one of the best teams in the area, and they have possibly a second-round matchup in the Rathke with Divine Savior Holy Angels. Franklin would be the first-round matchup for the Dashers, so some good matchups there as well. And then you come back to this gym, and there's still plenty of games here from teams all over the state. Rice Lake at Dominican is one matchup that I really look at.
Yeah, right, with two of the best big men, not only in the state, but in the country. Both Diamond Stone from Dominican and Henry Ellenson from Rice Lake. You know, were both guys who were invited to that USA basketball camp, and Diamond made the team. Henry was like one of the last cuts. So, I mean, you're talking guys in their class who are top 20, maybe top 10, top 15 individuals. So that's going to be great. You know, a couple events that are interesting this week before Christmas that I'll be watching are one out at Waukesha North. They have this is the first year of what they call the Winter Snow Jam, which is to me it's sort of a unique event because the organizers of the event have brought in a lot of top teams from outside the state, and they're going to play teams, you know, local teams or teams from inside Wisconsin. So, I mean, I think that's something we haven't seen as much around here. Last year we had the Brandon Jennings Invitational that brought a lot of, you know, good teams out to Brooks Central, but they were playing each other. There wasn't a lot of local presence there. This year you're going to kind of get a chance to see that, you know, at the Winter Snow Jam. I think that event has some potential. And then I believe down at the Al McGuire Center on Saturday there are a number of games. Brooks Central again. We talked about their boys team. I believe they play Arrowhead down there. The Germantown girls that you mentioned
also play Arrowhead.
They play Arrowhead. Yep. So those are going to be two great matchups. Germantown plays Pius, who's coach. By the way, Joel Clausen was, as he reminds me sometimes, was the coach of the girls basketball team at Pius. So we got to give them a shot. We haven't forgotten about the Pius girls' 92-game winning streak. But as we talk,
not sure anyone's going to beat that one.
Yes, but you know, we're talking boys basketball, and that's kind of why we focus on Dominicans as the 60, you know, their 62-game winning streak there. So a lot of great events there.
Definitely.
Yeah. But that's going to wrap it up for this edition of Preps Plus Extra. We'll come back to you in 2014. But for more Preps action, you can watch me and Lance Allen every Sunday night on TMJ4. Take care.